Happy Monday to you. I'm MGTV5 First Alert Meteorologist Isaiah Santiago. Today is Monday, July 13th, 2026. I hope you had a great weekend, either if you were going fishing, going grocery shopping, heading out to the mall, going out with your friends to the beach or the pool or anything like that. I hope you had a great time there and the weekend was picture perfect. The weather was good, but it was really hot. Highs around 93 degrees last Saturday and 95 degrees yesterday. So the hottest day was yesterday, but it feels like 105 to 111 degrees. So it was really bad yesterday. It is the same story heading into not just today, but tomorrow and heading into the rest of the week and heading into the weekend. The humidity and the heat will stay with us the next several days. We're gonna get started and talking about the MGTV5 First Alert radar coming up in just a moment. But first, let me show you what's going on with the tropics first. Because MGTV5, I am your meteorologist for MGTV5 News. We are watching a tropic update. This means that tropics will be likely the next several days. As you can see in front of you, this is called the MGTV5 Tropics Update. This runs from Saturday, the 18th of July through Thursday, July 23rd, 2026, which is a lot of days. And it's going to start this weekend and heading into next week. So, as you guys can see right here, this is the impacts that's going to be felt across Tampa, Naples, Sarasota, Bradenton, St. Petersburg, Madison, Perry, Tyler, Pensacola, and Tallahassee, Florida needs to be watching this very closely as we head into the weekend and heading into next week as well. We're also going to be watching a couple of things for the state of Alabama, Mississippi, and the state of Louisiana as well, dealing with some tropical threat impacts. So, no direct impacts for us across South Florida locally, but we can still feel some impacts across Central Florida. Even though Orlando's not getting into this, Tampa all the way through Tallahassee, Florida, from the Big Bend of Florida to North Florida needs to watch this, along with the state of Alabama, Mississippi, and New Orleans, Louisiana needs to watch out for tropical development as we head into Saturday and heading into next week as well. So no impacts for land for South Florida, which is definitely good news. But we'll keep an eye on that for you if it's turning into something like that. But we'll keep you updated as we head into the weekend and heading into next week for sure. Let's talk about the heat index, guys. The next 7 days. Tomorrow is going to be the hottest heat index days, with heat index topping out at 108 degrees for tomorrow, 102 for Wednesday, 103 for Thursday and Friday, 100 on Saturday, 101 on Sunday, and then feels like 100 degrees next week on Monday. And we'll keep an eye on those heat index for you. So make sure you stay hydrated and find some air conditioning as quickly as possible. Let's talk about the risk for severe weather because South Florida, we're talking about Key West, Marathon, Key Largo, Homestead, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, West Palm Beach, Riviera Beach, Royal Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens, including Hope Sound, Store, and Palm City, and Okeechobee. You guys are under a marginal risk of severe weather. That's highlighted in dark green. That's the lowest risk of severe weather. It's a level 1 out of 5 risks. What a marginal risk means that there is a chance for a few isolated severe thunderstorms that will be possible in our area, including South Florida. The main impacts we're going to see out of those is frequent lightning, heavy downpours, flooding, damaging wind gusts of 40, 50 to even 60 miles an hour, and even the chance of large hail up to 1 inch, up to the size of quarters, will be possible in our area. And there's also a low chance for an isolated weak tornado in our area later on this evening as the sea breeze continues to fire up in our South Florida weather pattern. Let's take a look at the MGTV 5 First Alert Weather Vipercast radar. And as you can see, things are quiet right now, but let me show you the Vipercast going forward. So we're going to stop the clock around 6 p.m. You can still see lots of sunshine, mix of sun and clouds across Miami Gardens, Hialeah, even dry into Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, including the folks in Indiantown, Okeechobee, Hope Sound, DeQuesta, Royal Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens are going to be dry for the most part, including Lake Worth as well. But as we head into about 7 o'clock in the evening, we're going to see some showers and storms fire up. And some of those storms could be strong, severe, producing damaging wind gusts of 40 to 60 miles an hour, along with some hail up to 1 inch, and also a low risk for a tornado risk. An isolated weak tornado is possible, but it is really low at this point. We'll keep watching the radar closely. Around 8 o'clock in the evening, things will start to wind down a little bit. But there's still a few stronger storms across Okeechobee, Indiantown, and even down into Belle Glade as well. And then we'll be drying out around 9 o'clock tonight after daytime heating is over. Okeechobee, Indiantown, Belle Glade, and Clewiston will be drying out until about 10 o'clock tonight, and their temperatures will slightly cool down right after that. Um, Forecast lows for tonight: low 80s across the Keys, upper 70s to near 80 degrees across South Florida. If you live in the inland areas like Okeechobee, Indiantown, Belle Glade, Clewiston, and including Fort Drum, your morning lows are going to be in the low 70s, which is cooler where they should be for this time of year. But cool mornings for them and hot temperatures in the afternoon, but it feels like the triple digits. All right, for tonight. But before we get into tonight's forecast, I just want to bring your attention to severe weather real quick, because tomorrow afternoon, especially tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, Vermont, New York, and Rhode Island is under a level 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather, highlighted in orange. That's an enhanced risk. That's really serious. The main impacts we're going to see out of those is destructive, damaging wind gusts of 70 to 75 miles an hour, along with hail up to 1 inch and 2 inches in diameter, along with a chance for a few strong tornadoes tomorrow, especially tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, and heading into the overnight hours as well. A slight risk of severe weather, but by the way, enhanced risk means that numerous severe thunderstorms will be possible across Vermont, New York, and Rhode Island. A slight risk for scattered severe thunderstorms highlighted in yellow, a level 2 out of 5 for portions of Maine. And again, the main impacts is damaging wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour, 60 to even 70 miles per hour at that. Also, the risk for large hail up to 1 inch, isolated up to two, and also one or two brief tornadoes will be possible late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So watch out for that. If you have some family up there, give them a heads up now. A marginal risk of severe weather, which is in dark green, a level 1 out of 5, will be possible across Montana, Maine, and New Hampshire for isolated severe storms, with main impacts being gusty winds of 40 to 60 miles an hour, along with some hail up to 1 inch, and also a low chance for a tornado occurring later on tomorrow evening and the overnight hours as well. So keep those folks in our prayers tomorrow evening. All right, let me show you the forecast low for tonight. Few strong thunderstorms, then partly cloudy later. Temperatures dropping down to about 79 degrees, a 70% chance of showers and strong severe storms this evening, with winds out of the northwest at 8 miles per hour. And then tomorrow for Tuesday, it's going to be really hot with late inland day thunderstorm west of the Turnpike and I 95. A high temperature tomorrow of 95 degrees and only a 20% chance of showers and storms late in the day. So keep those umbrellas nearby just in case if you are running into a thunderstorm. If you're heading out to the boating tomorrow, it looks pretty good out there. Seas less than 1 foot out there. Intercoastal waters at a light chop. High tide is coming up at 10:35 a.m. and a low tide will be at 2 p.m. Beach forecast for tomorrow. Watch out for a late day thunderstorm. Surf is around 1 to 3 feet. Lightning will be none. Water temperature around 83 degrees and a low rip current risk along area beaches as well. Here's a quick look at your 7 day forecast, the most accurate. Tomorrow, late day storms, 95 degrees tomorrow with a 20% chance of late day showers and storms. Same thing on Wednesday, Tuesday, which is tomorrow, high of 95. Wednesday, 94, 20% chance of a late day storm. Thursday, 94, again, hazy and a 20% chance of a late day storm. Friday, a better chance of showers and storms with rain chances up to 50% for late in the afternoon and early evening hours on Friday, 93 degrees. And then on Saturday, highs around 91 degrees, more drier, few afternoon thunderstorms, 40% chance of showers and storms with a high of 91. Sunday, 92 degrees, more drier, few afternoon thunderstorms, 40% chance of showers and storms with highs right around 92 degrees. And then next Monday, few inland storms, 30% chance of showers and storms with highs right around 91 degrees and morning lows in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees.